Hello, everybody. Happy May the 4th from myself, Craig, and fucking Stormtrooper Chris. How are you, Chris?
Aye, it's a wee bit claustrophobic, but it's a good day.
So, everybody, welcome to episode 8 of What's the Script. As you can probably tell, we are going to be covering Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark today. Only kidding. Obviously, we're doing Star Wars A New Hope, 1977, George Lucas's birth of everything that's great about cinema.
Aye, definitely. Be able to clones, aliens, spaceships, the whole shebang.
Aye. A film well before its time and one that's still standing the test of time today.
Aye.
Unless it's being uber pernickety, obviously.
Definitely.
So before we get into it, Chris, man, what does Star Wars, what does it mean to you? I mean, you're 29, right?
Well, I think it's just a generational thing, isn't it? It's just see how the Hollywood not try to get films out there that everybody can watch and all that. I think this does it, doesn't it? Just action-packed, fantasy, sci-fi, whatever. You know what I mean?
I know as much as you're saying you're correct, it's a generational film. It's went beyond that because other generations, every generation since has fucking embraced it, man.
It's like a cult, isn't it?
It's brilliant. I mean, when you take your Waynes to nursery and you see other Waynes wearing, well, my Waynes are wearing Star Wars t-shirts and stuff like that. So are other Waynes. You know what I mean? And I'm going to demask because it's a wee bit.
Aye, it was fogging up in there.
My glasses were fogging up, mate.
Aye, I felt like a dirty pervert looking for a window there.
That's the dark side coming out. Yeah, it's the dark side.
Well, that's this film is actually that important to people. People have actually started Jedi as a real religion. And in Scotland, they do the census. 2 people identify as Sith.
Well, there's maybe going to be 3. Because on my Facebook, on my Twitter, on this account, my Zoom account, it was Jedi. Schools visited and passed, Jedi Council, Jedi Temple and all that. You know what I mean? So there's we're not alone. There's a few out there, man. But we'll get back right in, we'll smack right into it, mate. To me, like yourself, Star Wars has been, I can remember being able to watch a television. So much so that every time I heard the famous 20th Century Fox, I always thought Star Wars was coming on.
I associated it with it. Aye. It's like you say, it's my dad, man, he went to see this when all Wayne's, know what I mean? And that's how I seen it for the first time. I got a hold of Manty's videotapes, and then that was it. And it's just snowballed for there.
Aye.
I've got a mate. He actually, apart from this year, he usually takes the 4th of May off every year just to celebrate Star Wars.
Sit and play with his lightsaber.
Aye.
No pun intended.
Shout out to Boswell there.
Well done, Boswell. You've been getting a bit of support, mate. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Aye. If he's looking for any joiner work done, he's got a wee company. Nailed it. You can check them out if you want. But just don't book anything on the 4th of May. You'll be getting hee-haw. And
do you know what? Was it Boswell his name, isn't it?
Aye.
See if you go bust, mate, and people ask you what happened to your company, you can just say, no more, nails it. Know what I mean? But it will only happen. That will only happen. So, right, 20th Century Fox comes in, leads in, and then quite simply, black screen with long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Aye. And then
it's fucking boom, Star Wars.
Big Johnny Williams.
Iconic, mate.
Aye.
Iconic. I heard an orchestra playing that once in the art galleries years, and not was the art galleries, it was the Transport Museum years and years ago. And it was one of the ones you walked in and you thought it was playing through the speakers, and it wasn't. It was a big orchestra playing it, and it was awesome, man.
Aye. tremendous. It's timeless, isn't it? But without getting into too much, it sums up the story, doesn't it? Just this text floating into space.
That's it.
Which, I mean, because you don't need what flashbacks and gap fillers and all that. It just tells you, right, that's you up to speed.
Aye.
Unless you couldn't read that, but
and that scroll, of course, became iconic. Synonymous with every single Star Wars movie that's come out. Just giving you a wee catch up, as it were, to all right, this is where we are. Let's go. So as soon as the scroll disappears into space, we just see the consulate ship try to get away from the Star Destroyer, don't we? Flying over Tatooine.
Aye, and it just takes off right very well. Obviously, Rogue One came after this, but which is the best
directly
Star
before
Wars.
it.
Aye, it's the best Star Wars of recent times, anyway. It goes onto the ship and you see this pristine white consulate ship in it. And, well, obviously showing you this massive size of the Star Destroyer before that, didn't it?
Aye.
It's just this fucking behemoth.
Aye.
I mean,
aye, exactly. And it's not even as big as a Super Star Destroyer, which you see in Empire Strikes Back, man. It's even bigger. But, aye, so these ships getting chased by the biggest ship, big bit of cat and mouse. Your lasers going off. We're in space. We're flying over a desert-like planet. And before you know it, we go to inside the ship that's being chased, and everybody's a bit of hullabaloo. All hell's breaking loose. They're getting chased, and we see R2 and C-3PO for the first time, didn't we?
Yeah, that's it. They were actually going to write dialogue, see, for R2D2, and they cut it out just because it was supposed to be a bit risque language it came from.
All right.
C-3PO was always, what? How dare you? Know what I mean?
Aye.
But see, they two are fucking jinxies. See, think about it. Because the prequels all the way through, these bastards play a hand in something.
They did, didn't they? Everybody that's associated with them, something doesn't go quite right. Whether it be just being on that ship at the very first moment to, like, I don't know, R2 being in fucking Anakin's ship in Revenge of the Sith, or do you know what I mean? It's just they're always in the thick of it. And obviously Kenny Baker's in R2D2. He's passed away, unfortunately. Blooding great. I was going to say great reactor. All right, you don't see an acting in there, but he was R2D2.
Oh, mate, there's a funny bit about that and all. See, with the fucking
the nudies inside.
Aye, all the crew now used to break for lunch, and they forget he was in there and fucking leave him.
Aye, poor guy. And he was in there that long as well. That used to stick pictures of scantily clad women inside it, so he could have a wee peek about all that.
Deposit a wee bit of oil there.
The things you do to get by, yeah.
Aye.
So before we know it, the princess's ship, we'll call it, has been boarded because it's been tractor beamed into the Star Destroyer, and everybody's getting prepared to be boarded. And the next minute, they're all setting up. The door gets blown open, and that's when we first see our boys here.
I can't pull mine on that quick.
That must have been the first and last time that a stormtrooper hit somebody with the first shot.
Aye. And what I was going to say, I said to you the other night there, no one of the fucking missed. You guys see fuck all of that.
Aye.
Know what I mean? You're like that. Yeah. Fucking, but they must have done something. Well, see the one thing they don't miss me. See, obviously, Revenge of the Sith.
And
they're taking out all the Jedi. They don't fucking miss there.
No, they're lethal there, aren't they?
Aye. They must have just got lazy as time went on.
Aye. Execute Order 66. But then again, they were all clones back then, and I think over time they were replacing clones with fucking what about a soldier? Wouldn't join us. Know what I mean?
That's it. Why eat this month?
Aye. But this platoon and many like it, obviously they go out of the school of the blind, you know what I mean? Because they can't hit shit. So, but they're strength in numbers, and that's always the case. So they're getting their way through the rebel guards and clearing a path for our first look at their master, their leader, Darth Vader.
Yeah, big Darth. I think he was the first character created for all this.
Aye.
But sees him being the big baddie and you have to be terrified of him. He's only on the screen for like fucking 12 minutes or something.
The whole film.
Aye.
That's it. And that's the clever thing, mate, because I think
less is more.
Aye, there can be a case of films in the past that have been oversaturated with things that they're just like, fucking, come on, I've seen that. Whereas, I mean, we done Batman Begins, and you don't actually see Batman for about an hour and 20 minutes in that film, you know what I mean?
Aye, that's it.
And that was great about it. But aye, so we see Darth Vader for the first time, and I can only imagine what it felt like seeing in the pictures at that time. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, who's this big bastard? Well, it's the way that it's like, see, obviously the background on it, it's all white and it's all hanging, and he just steps in all black. It's like there's the dark side coming into the light and stuff.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth. And
I do that quite a lot.
I know. Took the words right out of my mouth. Oh, R.I.P. Meatloaf. I've got to say that.
If you're listening.
Aye. And then, do you know, I noticed last night as well, I noticed ages ago, but it just reminded me last night when you see Darth Vader and we get the close-ups of him, he's not as shiny as he is in every other single film. And you know,
aye, he turns right the little ball, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same way C-3PO and all.
Aye,
you can see he's a bit matted looking, a bit aged, whereas the other ones is like that, can dote on in the light. You know what I mean?
Aye. And, a good thing about C-3PO, folks, if you don't know anything about it or you want to read up on the Mandela effect, check out, just put into Google, C-3PO silver leg. Aye. And that'll fuck you right up, that sort of.
Definitely. But see, also as well, this is the only film where Darth Vader's on screen and they don't use the Imperial March.
Oh, okay.
Because that's not been wrote yet.
Very true. Aye. And then ever since and ever going forward, you just, oh, here he comes. There he's tune on. Here comes Darth Vader with his cape. He's going not to let you escape. Made that up.
You're the white M&M, I'm telling you.
Fuck aye. S&M, mate. So, long story short, they're looking for the princess, but the princess is ducking into a wee hidey hole, and she's placing the disc into R2, isn't she?
Aye, the Death Star plans. Obviously, with a wee message to somebody we come across later on in the film.
Benjamin.
Aye. see, that's another thing. Well, I'll wait till we get to that, by the way. I've got a bone to pick with that.
Aye. I know what I'll disguise her name. I know, that's like me fucking going in hiding and call myself Braig Cruz. So, wee man's get the plans on him, and they go into the escape pod, didn't they?
Aye.
Get us in it.
You first hear Darth Vader talking as well, which the video is out there before James Earl Jones started voicing the character. It's just, it's like, the guy's talking like a Yorkshire accent or something.
Aye, David Prowse, who played him.
Aye, he's just fucking,
Tear the ship apart. What those plans?
up top the road.
Aye, and see, for a guy that's nearly 7 foot, it doesn't even sound that manly, you know what I mean?
No.
So, great call by George and the team to get that dubbed to fuck and get the iconic James Earl Jones in there, who just absolutely fantastic, man.
The bulging and all. Just he's doing this all the time, and he's choking like a wee pilot, a wee Imperial Guard, isn't he?
Yes.
Fucking brilliant, man.
Aye, a pure. I like to think that Marvel stole that for the Thanos and Loki.
Ah, that's good, mate.
Just the throat crush. That's what. It's a good thing as well. See, obviously, we've seen all the films, mate, right? And you think about how Vader loses his temper towards the end with Padme as well.
Aye.
He's kind of losing his temper with this wee guy. He's asked him a question. He needs to fucking answer, but he can't stop. He's still fucking crushing his neck.
It's just the one thing. Imagine there was like backup plans, and the wee guys try to tell him.
I know.
It's fucking behind you.
And then just launches him against the wall. But I remember that was the first bit when I was a wee boy that really fucking look at the strength of him, one horn on it. I was trying to date in school. So we did with people, but you had to hold your horn like that, lift somebody up with the neck, or they had to hold your horn. Oh, brilliant, man. So we see Leia ducking out. The stormtroopers are looking for her. And there she is. Separate stun.
And it's the only time the stun's been used in the whole films and all.
Exactly. Not as prevalent as it is in Star Trek, innit? No, they love a stun.
Aye, fucking. They call that stun trek there.
Are you a stunt man?
But meanwhile, the two droids, R2D2 and C3PO, they have a jetted out an escape pod, aren't they?
Aye, they're out in the escape pod. And rather than just blow it out the sky anyway.
that's what I love seeing Family Guy does it.
Aye.
Don't waste the laser like that. We're on a budget.
Brilliant. Hold your fire. No life signs. Which, again, if you're being uber panicky, gets my goat because they can only sense that there's life on a ship.
Aye.
Whereas not 10, 15 minutes later, when Luke's looking for R2D2, scanner's picking up a droid right ahead. You know what I mean? Just on the Death Star, just set your scanner to droids. Know what I mean?
Well, that's
anyway.
They would have a tractor beam with the no.
Of course they would.
So
they pulled on the consulate ship, didn't they?
There's a plot hole there.
But again, it's not great for the story, so let me off.
Well, it would have been done. See if they blew that up. That was it.
Aye, definitely.
So the two droids have landed on Tatooine, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But
we see a bit of dialogue with Leia and Vader, didn't we?
Aye. It's just that you should have seen about 1,000 I've done that to people as well, like in the house. Like, if they've wronged me. You're a rebel and a traitor.
By the way, I've done the other side to people with Leia. Just to the missus or Neve. Like, Neve, only you could be so bold. The Imperial Senate want the Imperial Senate. Oh, brilliant, man.
Fucking amazing. See, that's another. It's so quotable. I mean, see this? Me and my mates and all that, we probably, it's more like the Emperor, Palpatine and all that, but we quote Star Wars like nobody's business, man.
Aye. Aye. Palpatine is just the most, man. And I love just his fucking voice. No, that's amazing, man. So before we know it, the wee Colonel guy's just saying to Vader after he says take her away, look, holding her is dangerous, and he says just leave that to me. You know what I mean? Brilliant, man. So we're on Tatooine, mate, aren't we?
It cuts back to Tatooine, and the two droids they have a falling out. R2D2's got a mission, and C3PO is not listening to him, so he goes his own way and they split up like Dumb and Dumber.
They have a wee fucking domestic on the sand, man. And what do you mean? What mission?
But there's another thing when you're following C3PO and you see a skeleton behind him.
You don't see that in the original.
No, but that's the creature that's in the Mandalorian. See, the Mandalorian helps the Tusken Riders, Sand People, kill a big dragon thing.
In the big cave.
Aye, that's one of them.
That's
one of them, I know. See that horn movement there?
One of them. That's a phone cricket, isn't it?
Move along.
Brilliant, man. So they decide to go separate ways. And 3PO just says you'll be rusting beside a day, and gives him a wee boot, send him on his way, man. So they do, and then we get our kind of first look, excuse me, inadvertently at the Jawas, but we don't see them until we see R2 sees them first, but 3PO's already found them, isn't he? Because he just sees the sand crawler in the distance.
Yeah.
Oh, a transport over here. You know what I mean? Then we cut to be R2 going through the rocky bit when it's dark.
The Star Wars equivalent of the Bronx.
I see the Jersey boys. It's the Java boys. R2 can sense, man. But you obviously first time you see this, you don't know what the fuck they are. You just see the wee fucking lights, fucking their eyes glow in the dark, man.
Oh, the wee creepy bastards, man. Imagine you were sitting in the room, and you woke up at night and you just seen the wee eyes peering at you, man. You'd be going after the fuck.
I know. It's like taking a photo of your dog with a flash on. You know what I mean? But fucking R2's a bit. And then they just jump out and kind of stun him with a wee stun gun.
The fucking the Galaxy's version of Gypsies, I think, isn't it?
Aye, definitely.
Everything under the sun.
And that's when one stuns him, makes sure he's down and shouts his pals, obviously with that famous cry of OTD. And then you get the Java music.
So I'm going to start calling my nieces the Jawas, man. There's enough of them, man. And they take everything that's not screwed down, I know.
Just come in numbers and fucking lift anything that fucking they can get.
Aye.
Brilliant.
Aye, but it's apparently the Jawas language I know is Zulu, but electronically sped up.
You were saying that yesterday, mate. Aye.
I don't know how that. Well, I don't speak Zulu, but if somebody knows some Zulu, gives a shout.
Aye, Fashion Sakala, man, get on that. Let us know what's happening, mate.
Yeah.
But they carry R2 obviously over to the sandcrawler and bring down the big hose, didn't they, and soak him up.
Aye, as you
after fixing the restraining bolt to him.
Aye, and he's reunited with C-3PO. That's obviously captured prior to that. Know what I mean? And just
R2D2, it is you. Chuffed to see him, even though you were booting him in the arse about fucking half an hour ago, mate.
That's the thing as well. It's like well documented that the two actors that played the droids hated each other. Yet it's they're best of buddies. Know what I mean?
Aye. In actual fact as well, there's not a lot of people on set that really did like Anthony Daniels at all.
Aye.
It was meant to be portraying himself in the same ilk as Alec Guinness. They thought it was a thespian, thought it was a proper actor, while these all kind of Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher and all that were just wannabes and stuff.
Aye.
But,
apparently he didn't want to actually do the film. He just met George Lucas out of kindness, know what I mean? He being polite. So, but then obviously once he's seen whatever, I think he's seen the artwork of the characters and they went, "Oh, I'm wanting in on this."
I'll be fucking glad now. He's never had that suit off in 40 years.
Aye, exactly.
In actual fact, there you go. This film will be 45 years old this summer, which is a year older than me, mate. And watching it last night via Disney Plus, which is the first time I've watched it in Disney Plus. I noticed a good few wee things I hadn't noticed before because, like you, I'd been brought up in the videotapes, which were grainy. Maybe downloaded a couple of things which were grainy on a bigger telly and all that kind of stuff. Had the DVDs, which were more for fucking shelf space and anything else. Because even though I said to you yesterday, I must have watched this film about 200 times. Then I realised it was 45 years old, and I'm thinking, fuck, no, if I've watched this 10 times a year, over 44 years, that's a true reflection. Exactly. And that's easily done because I remember parts of my childhood watching the original 3 back to back constantly for fucking weeks and weeks and weeks.
Aye. People will know. The Waynes knew. They'll not realise the struggle of having to fucking rewind a tape to watch it again.
You know, man. Spoiled me bastards. Or having to take the wee plastic bit off so now the tape to it.
Aye.
So they did. But next up, we've got the droids. We're bringing the droids to market.
Aye. Plus the stormtroopers have landed and they're looking for them.
Oh, sorry, you're right.
They're hunting them. But,
sorry, I forgot. It was look, sir, droids.
Aye. The fucking that's again that fucking Family Guy. Look, sir, droids. And then, ooh, a penny. Fucking brilliant, man.
Oh, they just do such a parody of this, didn't they? It's absolutely amazing.
What's that called again? Is it Blue Harvest, isn't it?
Blue Harvest. I cannot fucking remember what Empire's called. I just remember it's a trap. It's Return of the Jedi.
Aye. And something dark side or something.
Aye.
Fucking brilliant.
Oh. Even a bit doing the garbage shit. Hey, someone's left this couch in here and it's in terrific shape. You know what? I'm taking this. I'm taking this couch. Anyway, we digress. We'll maybe do the fucking Family Guys in the future. So the droids are being punted by the Jawas, who, as Chris just quite rightly described them, as little gypsy bastards, and just take anything that's lying about. And we get our first look at
that's when you meet
Owen and Luke, didn't we?
Aye. And his Aunt Peru has got the gentlest calling voice I have ever heard in my puff. Luke! Like, I remember getting shouted at like I'd fucking done something.
I know.
Like, oh!
Exactly, man. My man never shouted like that when she wanted to win for my dinner. Craig! Oh, Craig!
Fucking...
Get in here, I'll tan your arse.
Aye. Fucking unbelievable, man. Aye. It's just... Her voice carries, by the way.
Oh.
They're a good distance away and she's like fucking echoes in the desert.
Oh, that house is made for acoustics, so it is. Don't you worry. But she's just reminding Luke, obviously, to try and get a droid that speaks Batchy. Because we all need a droid that speaks Batchy. I don't care who you are or where you're from. I mean, for Tolkien and Toka, you need somebody that speaks Batchy, let me tell you.
100%.
Aye.
There's a few Batchians hanging about on the back stairs in the work.
Aye. And it's very quickly we realised that it's owns his uncle and Veru's his auntie because he fucking shouts at Aunt Veru. Oh, I don't know if we have much choice, but I'll remind him.
Aye. Aye, plus it's like bargain hunting for fucking droids. So what do you talk? Oh, I speak 20 different dialects or that. What is it? Power converters or something? Oh, I was like, I was related to a power converter. I mean, what are you talking about? I know.
Very similar to your power converters in most ways. Okay, I'll take you. And then they take the fucking... Why he picks red in the first place, man?
He just doesn't look well. As a
robot. He doesn't look well. Oh, that droid's no well looking. Aye. He's not even as... But he's not even to look at. He's not even as aesthetically pleasing as R2. You know what I mean?
I know. Aye. But obviously, it just starts taking the droid away, and Mr. Red fucking implodes, doesn't he? Bits flying off him. And I just love what Bad Owen says. Hey, what are you trying to pull? Like he's in the fucking 50s.
Aye. He's buying half of the Jakey Thiefs. Know what I mean? Hey, what are you trying to pull on me? Looks like 10 feet away from Owen, and he has to shout on him. Uncle Owen! Uh-huh.
That sounded like fucking Tom Hanks there.
Aye. So this R2 unit's got a bad motivator. Look. Hey, what are you trying to pull on us here? And then
listen here, you see.
Listen here, see. Droids, see. I know about droids, you know.
Oh, fucking brilliant.
So fucking 3PO just talks up R2, doesn't he? And he's just fucking bouncing about, all chuffed.
Not as a line. See, this is kind of... I kind of felt a wee bit sad with that as well, because, you know, C-3PO and that have been there before. Obviously, with the other films, obviously what happens. Don't I put any spoilers out there in case nobody's seen it. But
do you know what? You've not seen any? Fuck yous. Do you know what I mean? Because listen, Chris, mate, I swear to God, I'm sick of cunts like that. See, we've talked about this before. There is people out there that just want to say, oh, I haven't watched that. I've chosen not to watch that. You know what? Fuck you. And I'm being quite nasty. But even my wife sat and watched all 9 of them with me and changed their mind, thought they were great and all that, you know what I mean? So see, if you've not watched them, you're just jog on to your vegetable and avocado conventions and all that, you know what I mean? And,
I've got something to tell you about avocados and all. I'll wait till we're finished. In fact, if Paul, you're listening, I'm telling them.
Oh, right, okay. That sounds like an avocado's going to turn into smashed avocado here. But, so listen, spoilers. I'll put a wee disclaimer before it. Spoiler alert, but fuck you, man. Sorry, mate, I've been right off piece there, but you're right. I felt a wee bit sad along with you at the time as well, especially knowing what we know in the other films, right? Because there is still unanswered questions there about even when Ben. Do you know what I mean? We'll get to that.
Yeah. So, Luke takes the droids back in it, and his job is to set about cleaning them and make sure they're no. So, are you laughing at now?
just like the fucking 3PO man in the oil bath. Thank the maker. So bath feels so good. You're a fucking droid, man. How are you feeling shit?
I'm getting fucking deep fat fried, man. Know what I mean?
Thank the maker. Jesus Christ, man.
But Luke's doing obviously cleaning up R2D2, and he sees like a couple of scorch marks and stuff into it.
Yes.
And he finds out that they were with the rebellion. Yeah. And obviously,
aye. Sorry. That's another thing Mark Hamill does in this, where you can, this whole film where you can see that he's a fledgling actor. And because the minute, like, somebody says something, he turns around like that, like 3PO, like, what with the rebellion all? You know what the rebellion is? Gee, mister, really? No fooling?
Oh, boy.
That sounds real swell.
No fooling. Step away, Jamie, from that lead-based paint.
Trips, man. This is, you must know by now, this is episode 8, whether it be a sci-fi, a horror, a gangster, we still have a fucking laugh. You know what I mean? And we're doing a comedy next after this, so it's going to be just an hour and 40 minutes of fucking wee lassies giggling. Do you know what I mean? But he's cleaning R2, mate. Sorry, I cut you off again.
He's cleaning R2, finds out there was a rebellion and stuff, and obviously presses a button. And next thing, Leia's message plays. You know what I mean? Asking her to find Obi-Wan Kenobi. You know what I mean? So
it's jumping in it, it's stuck.
Aye, he's not playing the full message. Which I think is a wee bit of a ruse for R2, isn't it? Because if he says to him, if he takes off this, what's that?
Aye, you take this off, I promise I'll play it. That gets the fuck.
And he takes it off, and next time he cuts the message off, doesn't he? He's like, aye, that's dafty.
Aye, and he makes it, excuse me, he makes an arse look in the process, because Luke does say, well, I guess you're too small to run off on me. Fucking aye, shows what you know, mate. You've even had half a glass of blue milk and one spoonful of porridge, and your fucking wee man's away.
I know, no, horrible fucking greeny blue milk. Oh.
But as you say, sorry, mate, it plays part of the message. It's just Leia on repeat, bending down to put the information into R2, just saying, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope. Aye. So, suggest removing the restraining bolt, and as soon as he removes the restraining bolt, what happens?
He stops playing the message. And he talks, I wonder if he means old Ben Kenobi. Right. No, he's the most wanted, one of the most wanted men in the fucking galaxy. All the names, he kept his last name.
It's not even the galaxy, mate, it's the fucking universe.
Aye. I mean, even, why keep your last name? That's how it makes people find you. Kenobi. Many Kenobis did you come across? What the fuck?
Oh, I know.
Just John Smith didn't fit in the desert, did it?
No. Oh, that's amazing.
Hell, man. Oh, it's like even then, but Obi-Wan, old Ben, like, you know who you sound like? Fuck off.
I know, we're going to see obviously the next 3.5 weeks, Obi-Wan Kenobi series drops as well, so we get to see how he
better resolve
stayed hidden for the fucking Empire, know what I mean? Grand Inquisitors fucking sniffing a bit, but I'll just change my first name and they'll just go the opposite direction when they hear Ben. They'll never even hear the Kenobi part.
I really hope that he's told somebody his name is Obi-Wan Kenobi, right? and somebody in the cantina or something's heard him ring and goes, "Oh, old Ben," and I hope that's how it is, because see if he's picked that, he's not a master.
Aye.
He's a fucking tit, is what he is.
I fully believe we're going to get a couple of things like that, a couple of Easter eggy things like that in the series, which would be quite funny. Yeah. But you'd be like, at the same time, you fucking cop-out bastard. Old Ben.
Aye.
But so Luke gets shouted for dinner anyway. He's down there. You see his plight. He's a farmer's hand, his uncle's hand, and he's wanting out of there. He's wanting to go and join the academy, to join the rebellion. But his uncle, obviously, we know the score with the past and stuff like that. And he says, "Look, I need you here for one more season, just one more season, or that, doesn't he?"
Aye. He wants to keep him here as long as he can. Kind of stop like fate repeating itself, sort of thing, isn't it?
Aye, stop following his father's footsteps, probably.
Aye, because the auntie's like that. He's got too much of his father in him, and that's what that's what I'm afraid of. But see, just before that as well, see when Luke leaves C-3PO and R2-D2, R2-D2 must say to C-3PO, "Do you think he likes me?" And C-3PO goes, "No, and I don't like you either."
So the money fucks off, innit?
But as I mean, but what happens in the cantina as well? He doesn't like you. I don't like you either. Know what I mean?
Aye, very true, mate. Very true.
I hadn't noticed that before. But
the thing I was going to pull up at their dinner. I'm still saying it's their dinner, even though it's fucking still light outside with their blue milk and that. And he says he played a bit of a message about an old Ben Kenobi. I wonder if he was talking about the one we know, and his uncle just says, "I drop it. That guy's a strange old hermit." And then he doesn't have to say a leading fucking comment, but he does. It just says, "That crazy old wizard died about the same time as your father." "You know my father?" And again, we see the Mark Hamill. "What, don't fool him, mister? You know my father?" I told you to leave. I told you to drop it. Aye, well, why say that in the fucking first place? You might have to drop it.
Aye, you've kind of lit the fuse there, mate.
You're a big teasing prick. Owen, you look manky. You can't have Wayne's. That Veru's no touching you.
That set, though, that set's all still there. See if you go to Tunisia where it's filmed.
Yeah, and the paintings are still in the ceiling.
Aye. I'll be a bucket list thing. I'll need to go and see that.
Aye, mate. Me and you. When my wife paps me out, when she's had enough of me, I'm off ski. I'll take the boys' college fund and we'll go, right?
Oh, fucking hell.
College fund. Americans, we don't have college funds.
Aye. We just get crippling credit debt.
That's very true. That you're paying off until you're fucking retired.
Aye.
So he's in a huff. His uncle wants him to stay. He doesn't want him to join the academy. He says, "Where are you going?" "Looks like I'm going nowhere." He goes back to the seat of the droids, doesn't he?
Aye. And he goes up, doesn't he? And he's up looking into the distance and he sees the two. Tatooine is like the opposite of fucking Scotland, by the way. They've got two suns. We've got none. Everybody's fucking milk bottle white here, man. But he's just looking into the distance, isn't he? Just that.
Aye, there's no broken bottles in their sand either.
Only broken dreams.
Aye, we look off into the clouds. Up in the rain.
It just looks at a distance, doesn't he? And then he goes down to tend to the droids again. Mm-hmm. But we are to the rebel. He's
off
on my way to do my mission.
Aye, and 3PO's obviously scared because he's hiding, so he uses the training bolt fucking finder her, and fucking 3PO jumps up. I told him not to go. I told him.
That was a joke to the system there.
Aye. So he gets out with the fucking binocularos and looks about. Can't see him anywhere. So obviously R2's fucking fun a can of nitrous oxide or something like that.
That's the thing I know. How did they get out the house? Because there's only one way into the house.
Aye.
So it means he would have had to go up these stairs, or he would have had to use the wee rockets to fly it. So maybe heard them.
Which at that time we know fuck all about, obviously.
Aye, us buffoons. How could we not see it?
Aye, exactly. So they decide, 3PO does says, shouldn't we go after him? He says, no, it's too dangerous for all the sand people. We'll need to wait till the morning. You're like, what's a sand people?
So that's what I wrote down here, just bold writing. Sand people. But these are the indigenous population of Tatooine, aren't they?
They are.
Just live out in the desert.
That we learn through Boba Fett and the Mandalorian have been there for centuries. Do you know what I mean? It's like they are the Native American to Tatooine. Do you know what I mean? Which is they've had their land kind of stolen after them, and now they're out in the wilderness, fucking fending for themselves, which is quite a poignant thing when you look deep into it. Do you know what I mean? Definitely. Especially if you know your American history, which, like a couple of our followers do, you know.
But Italian and all by
Give the land back.
But aye, so he's tracked down R2-D2, and they see what is it, sand people tracks and stuff, or they hear the sand people on it.
They hear a bantha.
Aye, bantha.
Because they catch up and where are you going? My mission, I need to go and do my mission. And then you hear the bantha going, "Rrr!" And then Luke just goes, oh, sand people. And they're like, that fear, mate, come on, let's have a look. Come on. And they decide to have a wee look. So he's got the binoculars out again, look near the cliff. He says, I see a couple of banthas down there, but I don't see any. Wait a minute. There's sand people, all right. So if anything else fucking rides the big kings, man.
I know. And then obviously, one of them's, it's a trap, isn't it? Look at us down here, you'll not see the rest of us. And the next thing, the big man jumps out. big
jaggy stick, big ear, waxer get out, man. Jumps out. Tries to fucking get Luke, and then it's when you hear the famous.
I was going to try and do the noise after that. Not the sausage when I've been trying that.
Better doing it in an empty cup or something, you know what I mean? But and what happens then is Luke's been KO'd.
Aye. They drag him back to his wee speedster, don't they?
Aye. Start seeing what you can pull for.
Aye. And then here's that elusive fucking galactic outlaw, old Ben Kenobi.
See that cry? See the scaring cry that frightens off the sand people?
Aye.
They changed that.
Did they?
Aye, for the worse. The original was a lot more frightening and scary. And then this Disney one that they've done, or the what'd you call it? The remastered version, if you will. It's a bit, you're like, what the fuck do you change that for? It's just a bugbear with me, but either way, it frightens off the sand people. Ben fucking comes down with fucking Gandalf's robes on.
Aye. And well, obviously portrayed by the bold Alec Guinness.
Yes. I'll let you say the famous line.
Huh?
I'll let you say the famous line.
What, the one about the sand people?
Oh, look. Well, obviously, R2's in the cliff going. He pulls the hood down. And what does he say to him?
I can't remember.
Oh, hello there.
I just wanted you to do it. I know you wanted to.
Oh, don't be afraid. He'll be all right.
That's I keep taking words out of your mouth. I'll put them back in again.
Cheers for that, you bastard. Just because I look like Alec Guinness.
You
know what I mean?
Well. I look like fucking Chewbacca.
I must say, fucking old Ben looks as if he's just woke up, been mad with a night before, man. He's a bit unkept looking, but obviously he's been living out in the fucking desert, I suppose, for the last 20-some years, which, again, time-wise, I mean, look, at this time, Luke's, what, 1920 or something?
I think so, mate. Well, apparently he's supposed to be like fucking 16 or something, brother.
Well, that's even worse again. That means that Obi-Wan's aged terribly in fucking 16 years, because he's not the fresh-faced, brown-bearded Ewan McGregor we see at Revenge of the Sith, you know what I mean?
Aye. The bold Alec Guinness, he wasn't a fan of this film at all. Often panned it.
However, like a few others, he made the right decision.
Aye.
Where at the time of casting, they were offered a wage, or they were offered a percentage
Aye.
of the marketing and the gross takings, weren't they?
Aye, for the merch and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
or royalties.
That's the word,
and-
mate. I was looking for royalties. Well done. I can't remember.
Made him a very wealthy man. But in the same context as well, he's the only actor that was nominated for an Oscar for acting for all the Star Wars films.
Shite in it.
Aye.
Just shows
See,
you
I thought at least Harrison Ford would they get a shout for something.
Aye. Again, it just shows you the politics in movies where you couldn't have been even considered because you hadn't been in the game that long.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
That's weird, man.
A bit shit, but there you go. Because it was already a fucking Oscar nominee by the time he done that, like Bridge Over River Kwai and all that kind of stuff.
Aye.
But wakes up Luke anyway, and Luke just does the Ben.
That dazzling acting there.
Aye, but by knowing his name, you've had a busy day, young Luke. You think that they've met before?
Aye. But apparently there was stuff of this all cut out. Like, see earlier, you seen like Luke with his pals and all that hanging about in the cantina and stuff.
Right.
See, but I think they just cut all that out and stuff. So he might have met him there or something like that because he obviously knows of him. Know what I mean?
Aye, obviously we know he knows who he is, but when he says his name, it's not enough for Luke to turn around and go, "How do you know my name?" Do you know what I mean? So
exactly.
They've obviously crossed paths.
Aye. But they speak, don't they? These droids are looking for an old Obi-Wan Kenobi, but I don't know. I don't think he exists.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan. There's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Long time.
Oh, you know him? What? For fuck's sake, you.
But of course I know him. He's me. Pure fucking stabbing himself with his fingers, man.
But then the next time they pick up C3PO, aren't they? He's been torn to bits. He's had his arm and everything ripped off.
Aye. Just leave me, sir. I'm done for. What kind of talk is that? See, man, Obi says to fucking Luke, there's a name I haven't gone by since, before you were born. Shite!
Aye.
You were still Obi-Wan after he was fucking born.
Exactly. Oh, fuck.
You just thought you fucking, like fucking dupe the universe by calling yourself Ben. It's fucking worked for whatever age Luke is anyway, so there we go.
Well, that's the thing with this as well. See, this film, it was just to be a standalone film. There was no prospect of being like sequels and stuff.
Really? Even though George had kind of wrote everything else.
Aye, because well, that's the thing as well. He actually thought this was going to bomb terribly, right? So him and Steven Spielberg went on holiday to Hawaii. See, when the premiere was happening.
Yes. And
when they were in Hawaii, they wrote up the idea of the Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark.
That's right.
And then obviously they came back and it was a massive hit.
Aye, because I remember watching George saying as well in an interview, he said I had pre-agreed with Stephen that if he helped me out with this one, that I would help him out with his next one. And that's when we went, I was just saying, went away on holiday. He gave me the idea of Indiana Jones and we went with that. So not a bad couple of films to fucking co-collaborate on, tell you that.
Timeless.
Very timeless. So I'm getting lost here. So hello there, Obi-Wan, indoors. They get indoors because they hear the Sand people are coming back. They'll be back and in greater numbers.
The scary, that's another thing, they scare easily. What? Did you see the Mandalorian?
Nah, you know. The Sand people scare easily. Boo. So they're indoors, they're catching up. It's then that Obi-Wan tells him about how he knew his father. So he was a good pilot and a good friend, didn't he?
He tells him about how he was a general in the Clone Wars and stuff. Tells him about the Jedi and how his father was a great pilot and stuff. And
then Luke just says to him, how did my father die? Big puppy dog eyes, man. He's never known how his father dies, but it's just a bit shit for fucking Uncle Owen.
Aye.
Or Aunt Veru. Could Aunt Veru full of blue milk, man? Loose lips, sink ships and that, you know what I mean?
Oh, fucking brilliant. I gives him these dads, like, it goes into his box of toys and all, doesn't he? And pulls out this most fucking lethal weapon, and he's waving it about like a Wayne.
Your father wanted you to have this. That was the colour of it. Your father's lightsaber. And he just starts sucking, windishing it about, didn't he?
I know.
C-3PO's sitting there sleeping, no game of monkeys.
Yeah. And he tells him like he says, how did my father die and stuff? And old crafty fucking Ben here tells him, oh, Vader. Aye. Vader killed your father. Fucking, there's like, what a lying old bastard.
A young Jedi named Darth Vader, who was a pupil of mine, till he turned to the dark side. Murdered, betrayed, and murdered your father.
I'm just like, he's how they eventually walked through that, you know what I mean, and created the rest of the other films. But I'm like, oh, you dirty old lying bastard.
And how is Luke the only cunt in the universe never heard of Darth Vader?
You're like, what?
Because the Empire is quite prevalent on fucking Tatooine anyway.
Yep, definitely. So you're like, how have you not heard of this? Because it's just, but obviously, like I say, a lot of this stuff Disney marry up with some of the other films and all that because they think it was just going to be a standalone. You know what I mean?
I get you. So we then cut to the Death Star because Luke's obviously said, I can't go anywhere with you and all that. I've got work to do. I need to stay for another season. And old Obi just gives him the cantankerous fucking answer.
Aye.
You must do what you feel is right, of course. You prick. Aye,
because he's trying to teach him the ways of the Jedi and stuff.
Aye.
You must learn the ways.
Aye. So we're on the Death Star, round the big table for a wee bit of political insight of what's happening in the background. And it's something I fucking took absolutely no notice of until I knew what had happened through the prequels with the Senate and Palpatine and all that kind of stuff. Because you start talking about the Imperial Senate and all that, and you kind of tune it when you first see this film about that. But obviously, you learn about it.
And that's it. How they're in control of it, and they're all see the way they're all sitting there and all. It's like they're all dressed up like Nazis, isn't it?
Exactly, mate.
Yeah, and Big Tarkin. The first Van Helsing I ever seen.
Aye. Hammer horror.
Aye. He just looks fucking pure authoritarian, doesn't he? That
matter of fact, looks as if he's been made out of fucking chiseled out of cheese or hard rock or something like that. And classic thespian again, up there with Alec Guinness, served his time in the acting realms, you know what I mean? And I thought we were talking about Rogue One earlier on, even though he was CGI'd into that, they've done a fantastic job of doing him, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
But they're all pulling each other's plonkers about how good this fucking Death Star is, isn't they?
Your plonker is your penis there.
Aye. So they're all slapping each other's backs about how they've got the ultimate superpower in the world. Vader then reminds them it's inconsequential beside the power of the Force.
Aye.
That be guys him a bit of back chat, didn't he?
Aye, he's like, oh, you and this old religion, all this witchcraft, and he's going like that. The next thing he starts force choking him, didn't he?
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Which again is sadistic as fuck. And it's just pure.
Yes.
Could just choke you when I want. And it's just like nothing, isn't it? He's still talking to him. I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Aye. And you feel fucking choky yourself watching him going, fucking hell. I mean, and then Tarkin goes, this pointless bickering is pointless. Pointless bickering is pointless. Vader, release him. As you wish. That's and see Tarkin there. He's the only guy under the Emperor Vader ever answers to.
Aye.
Because after Tarkin gets obviously blown up, it's Vader and then the Emperor. You know what I mean? Because Empire Strikes Back, ended it fucking, I don't know, comes back for the messages and doesn't bring Darth Vader the donuts he asked for, gets fucking choked to death. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Doesn't think twice about fucking doing in admirals and captains and.
Aye. Oh, not one fuck given. Just
exactly.
Anybody that incurs the wrath, he just takes them out.
Aye. So by this time, we go back to Tatooine, and Luke, the droids, and Obi have come across the sandcrawler with all the dead Jawas, haven't they?
Aye, and Luke's obviously died. This looks like a sand people attacked them and stuff. But Obi-Wan's obviously a bit more white it. Aye, it's been made to look like it's sand people because obviously they're looking for these droids, and it's the stormtroopers that have obviously caught up with them.
Aye, because takes Luke a wee time to click, doesn't it?
Aye.
But what are they looking for? You know what I mean? Then he just turns to 3PO and R2 and the penny drops.
Aye, that's it. That would lead them back home. Sorry.
They found the Jawas, a matter of find out who they're looking for, and then matter of find out how they're sold to them. They lead them back home. You say, man, you done it better. No, so Luke's just lost the plot, but this time jumps into the speeder. Obi doesn't make a fucking grand effort to stop him. Waits till he's fucking 20 feet away and goes, "Wait, Luke, it's too dangerous." But this time Luke's fucking 2 miles down the road.
And obviously he gets to his aunties and his uncle and his auntie sis, and they're lying at the front.
His uncle and his auntie sis. That's his son.
He's a lodger. He sleeps in the basement. That's where your Harry Potter came from.
Fucking hell, where were you last night? Oh, my uncle and auntie's house. Your own house, Luke, aye.
That fucking hole in the ground. That's called a bunker.
Aye. So, not quite trivia, but a nice wee play on how they done special effects back then with the speeder. It was obviously on wheels, which we'd never seen, but they mirrored round the bottom of it.
Yep.
And, you know what I mean, done a wee bit of touch up there, and it did look like it was floating. It was fucking excellent, man. Really well done.
Obviously, he gets to his house. And his auntie, his uncle.
Home.
Aye. Aye, in the route there, they've started a barbecue, haven't they?
Yes.
It looks like fucking Mars attacks been at them.
That is the most kind of brutal death scene in all 9 films.
Definitely.
Plus the 2 fucking add-ons. Do you know what I mean? Fucking Aunt Veru and Uncle Owen lying there fucking barbecued.
Aye, so see the Mars attack. See when they get shot.
Aye,
but it's funny, man. And it's just the way he looks, and he's just distraught by the sight of his auntie and uncle, and he just turns away. What the fuck are you doing?
Aye, and he just pulls his head back up slowly, doesn't he?
Aye. Oh, urge to kill rising.
Oh, brilliant, man.
And it goes back to the Death Star, doesn't it?
Yes.
Princess Leia, she's getting interrogated now with this floating box of fucking pain in it.
I've called it the Boots torture orb, right? I'll explain why I've called it the Boots torture orb. See, when I was younger, and MD of my age will remember, I see if you went into Boots in the toon, the security cameras looked like these fucking things, big black giant balls full of cameras and bits coming out them. No, I swear to God, man. So MD that's listening to this or watching this will be like, fuck, sorry, did man. So it's a Boots torture orb comes out floating in, try and get some information off her, but as quickly as that shows you that wee scene, it's away again, and Luke returns back to the sandcrawler, and before he even opens his mouth, Obi knows the script, and he's like, "There's nothing you could have done, Luke. Had you been there, you'd have been killed too, and the droids would have been in the hands of the Empire."
You're actually not bad at that.
Hello there.
Aye, but that's when he agrees, didn't he? He's getting.
Do you know what is real, mate? Sorry. Luke gets back. Fucking the both C-3PO is just fucking lobbing Jawas onto the fire. That fire's going to get another Jawa on there, know what I mean?
Aye. Put another shrimp on the barbie.
Fucking Oh.
But that's again. He agrees to become a Jedi and follow him to the Alderaan system and stuff, and you're like, oh aye, that's a big sacrifice, eh? You've got fuck all left. Oh, but I knew you're ready to do it. Fucking fanny.
Exactly, man. I've even put in there 3 people putting Jabba's on the fire. So they decide to go to look for a pilot to get them out of Dodge and get into go to Alderaan. So they decide to, excuse me guys, I've got a really bad cough. Decide to go to Mos Eisley, which is the, you know what I mean, the central point of scum and villainy in the whole fucking planet.
Aye. Fucking aye. And they get into that. But that's again, see when you're watching up to date version and all that, they've added in aliens and creatures and
that's it. They're running into Mos Eisley in it.
Aye. Whereas I remember it was just fucking desert kind of getting into it, you know what I mean? The first people to come across was like the stormtroopers.
Uh-huh.
But that's when you see like the first instance some of the force at work into it. Or the Jedi mind tricks.
Aye. Because they pull up to the checkpoint, obviously. Aye. And fucking stormtroopers are there. This is, but we're looking for 2 droids and all that. It says, Obi does his mind trick, doesn't he? He says, these aren't the droids you're looking for. These aren't the droids we're looking for. Move along. And lets them pass.
And then Luke's just sitting there like that. The fuck? But see, if you were able to do that, that'd be amazing. You know what I mean? See anybody just annoying you? Fuck off.
Aye. The only time that's bettered is Obi again, and it's in Attack of the Clones when he does it to the guy with the death sticks in it.
Aye. You want to go home and rethink your life.
But then we go home and rethink my life.
Buy some death sticks.
Oh, brilliant, mate. So this is our first look at the cantina.
Aye, which is a last minute thing as well. So let's see all the aliens and all that in there. They didn't have enough aliens and stuff.
I know shit. Because the fucking devil's in there.
Aye, well that's what I was going to say, because they had to ask Rick Baker what he had in his workshop sort of thing. And if you know Rick Baker done the makeup and stuff to American Werewolf in London and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And all the stuff in there is like creatures he created. But it was like a last minute thing sort of to populate this with all sorts of mad aliens. And
it's because it's only needed for like 30 seconds because they pan off to different bits of the canteen and see who's who and all that. And there's, like, as I say, the devil.
He's there, man. There. Oh, yeah, a big cheeser.
Aye, humanoid cheeser with fucking 2 massive horns, man. And then you've got the wee kind of Wayne hang at the bar.
It comes in pints.
Exactly, man. Fucking alien hobbit. And I've wrote down here that obviously this cantina is racist towards droids.
Aye, droidism.
Aye. It'll let any species in the known galaxy get in the border, but you're made for metal. Get to fuck.
Oh, we don't serve their kind here. What the fuck? What's that all about?
Angry barman and fucking whatever.
Oh, unbelievable. And obviously you hear this, the most fucking thing. I mean, how bad do you need to be as a musician that everybody knows that song but won't know your song?
Oh, too good, mate.
I was at a rave and somebody spiced that up a bit and it was smashing.
Aye, and it's here and all you learn that Luke within the last 2 minutes in a fucking Glasgow pub.
Oh, definitely.
The way he gets the attention of the barman, reaches there and starts tugging at his fucking robes, know what I mean?
Yo, mate.
Aye.
And then that's in, obviously he gets into a wee pub fight and all, doesn't he?
Aye, meets pig nose and boss chin.
Aye, just he
doesn't like you. I don't like you either. We have the death sentence on 12 systems. You better watch yourself. I'll be careful. You'll be dead.
I didn't. It has to be stepped in. The fucking old Ben has to step in and save him.
Aye. This little one's not worth the trouble. Now let me get you something.
Aye.
Fuck you, mate.
Aye. Goes to whip out the old pistol, fucking quick draw, and it gets done. Aye, but he lops half his arm, doesn't he? And it's the first time you see blood, but obviously, the more popular it's going to develop, that it would fucking, you want to see the blood and all that, it's that hot, it would just cauterize the wounds and all that, you know what I mean?
Would you call it cauterize, you said, didn't it? Is that the word? Aye, cauterize the wound, aye.
Look you try steal my signs there.
Sorry, mate, you didn't get it out there. But
it's good to get it.
Aye, the arm itself looks kind of hollow, but it's by the by.
Aye, definitely.
So all the while he's been talking to Big Chewbacca, hasn't he?
Big Chewie.
Oh. Okay, the mind is in movie quality.
Again, there's another wee bit of trivia for you. Chewbacca was modelled on George Lucas's dog, and the name of his dog was Indiana.
I knew the dog's name was Indiana. I didn't know it was modelled on his dog, but clever, mate.
And there's another thing. The word Chewbacca is taken from the Russian word Kobaka for dog.
There we are.
Yeah. There we
and
go.
They
mate.
make relevance to the fact that Indy's was named after the duck in fucking Last Crusade as well.
Aye.
All these wee things all intertwining.
And there's another wee thing for you. I didn't know this at all, but just be watching. Mind, I was watching Alien recently.
Yes.
Ojai Bodejo, the guy that played the alien in the alien suit, he was going to play Chewbacca.
But obviously, wasn't it? It was
aye.
What'd you call him? Oh, who's passed away again?
Mayhew.
Big Mayhew, aye. He's synonymous with the character. And so they say, anyway, it says they meet Han Solo, didn't they?
Aye. And
they sit down. And this is one of the first times I've noticed, because I've seen it on a bigger telly through Disney Plus. See, watch Chewie's eyes. Aye. See the whole meeting.
Aye.
Just looking back and forth, man.
Just that. Oh, mate. Just fucking Big Chewie, man. You can't beat it. You can't. Just like human eyes and just a big duck.
I'll tell him about the Millennium Falcon, isn't he?
Aye. And Luke isn't really impressed with him, you know. No. It's just like, nah, it's not that good. You know what I mean?
She's a fast ship. A fast ship. She made the Kessel run in under 12 parsecs.
And you're like, is that impressive? Aye.
I know. What I mean? And she can make 0.5 after light speed. Does that mean?
Aye. But fucking, he asked for an over the top price, didn't he?
Aye, because it just says it says what's the cargo? It says myself, the boy, 2 droids, and no questions asked. Let's just say we'd like to avoid any Imperial entanglement. That's when you just see cool as fuck Han Solo just sitting back. That's a real question, isn't it? It's going to cost you a little extra. 10,000 all in advance.
See, this is why I didn't really take to the Solo film. It's all right, but I think just see anybody Harrison Ford plays, just leave it alone.
Aye.
But I think.
And action!
Disgust me. Grow up.